Hey everybody, welcome into Winning Edge Football. This is your host Zach Wynn. Got my boy Tanner. Yeah, you can't see him because he's out driving around town. And you got our special guest here, Cody Shelton. What? Rolling? Yeah, you always rolling. Yeah, this is Cody. We played ball with Cody. We had a hell of a good time in college. And he grew up you grew up in South Bend, correct?
Yep.
All right, not too far away from where you what school was that? You went to Clay, right?
Yep.
Dude,
Unfortunately, yes.
RIP.
They're getting
RIP,
ready
man.
they're getting ready to close. It's crazy.
Yeah, no bueno, buddy. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna kind of go into diving into a little bit of Heisman talk. We're also gonna obviously get to know Cody and his life and his path and see kind of where he's going, what's his goals coming up, what the hell is he doing, what he's been up to. So we're happy to kind of touch base with Cody and get rolling that way. Tanner, obviously you're driving, so you're probably like even delayed a little bit. So we're just gotta bear with him. But Tanner, you got anything, buddy? You got anything to add right off the bat?
Man, I'm super pumped Cody's on here, man. Thanks for jumping on with us today. Man, how are you?
Shit, good, bro. Just living my life. Trying to get better every day.
Love that.
Love to hear it.
Hey, man.
Love to
Thanks
hear
for
it.
hopping on. I think we're gonna have some good shit, good content today. Zach, I'll let you lead the way since, like you said, I'm driving. But I'm definitely gonna chime in. I got some questions I definitely want to ask. But let's kind of dive into Cody's. Give us your story, give us your background, and we'll just kind of play off of that and go from there.
All right. Yeah, all right. You said it best. Floor is yours, my man.
All right. So I basically started I wouldn't even say drawing. Like I didn't really get into art until like senior year of college. Like kind of just like took art classes and wasn't like really too into it. Like just did it for fun. And then like I found painting and like something just clicked as soon as I like picked up a paintbrush. Like it was just like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. So like
damn, I can do
ever
this.
since then, like yeah, it was like I don't know. I feel like it kind of found me in a way. Like after football ended, like I found painting. So like I don't know. I just think it's crazy, like how short I started versus like where I am now. So like I don't know. I just think it's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it is crazy. And we've been kind of watching you, and we're like, damn, like there's no way in hell that this man is painting that with a paintbrush. Like absolutely not. Like that's digital art. He's lying. He's faking. Like it is nuts, bro.
Should be taking forever though.
I bet. So let's hop into a little quick game, kind of get things rolling. Just kind of a little would you rather, like we're back in high school, doing our thing. My question to you, Cody, would you rather spend a night in a museum or in a zoo?
What kind of
One
museum?
whole night. It could be any museum in your imagination.
I'll probably go with the museum.
Yeah, a whole night in there, right?
Hell yeah.
All right. I would definitely pick a museum as well because the zoo, there's some big ass animals in there.
Yeah, like, I'm not with that.
Yeah, I ain't trying to get eaten in the middle of the night. Not in the middle of the night. And then my kind of more serious question kind of pertains to you. Would you rather meet a famous artist or a famous athlete? Tanner, mute your mic real quick, dog.
Probably a famous art or a famous artist because like I've met athletes in the past and like cool as hell, but like meeting someone that's like an idol to me and like picking their brain would be something that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be nuts.
So I'll definitely go with the artist.
Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, and we'll get into that a little bit. Obviously, guys, Cody's met some people that you would pretty much dream to meet, and he's met that through just kind of doing his thing, being a hell of an artist and things like that. So we'll kind of get back into that later on in this podcast. We're gonna kind of going with that. So 5 years ago, did you predict that you would be where you are today? Like, could you go back and say, yeah, that's where I wanted to go? Like, that was my goal.
I mean, I would say yes, because like as soon as I got to like kind of do whatever I wanted to do, like with that class, like let us do our own projects and stuff. And like once I kind of like found my own lane, I was like, well, like I could start meeting some athletes, start doing work for them. Like, so I would say, yeah, like most definitely.
All right. Awesome. And I mean, future plans, would you see yourself, I guess, from 5 years from now?
I'm not really too sure about that. Honestly, like I'm going to just keep grinding every day and like to see where it takes me. Cause like you can never really plan stuff in this industry where like you can like plan pieces, but you never know who like you may come in contact with, like people that may contact you. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to be the best I can be every day and see where that takes me.
Hell yeah. I can respect that. I can respect that all the way, my man. Let's see if Tanner's mic's working now. Hey Tanner, you hear us, buddy? Uh-oh. Are you in the ditch, boss? You good? All right, we're gonna mute him real quick one more time. There's a heck of a road noise going on. So I mean, damn, and that's crazy. That's crazy. So the athlete wise, I mean, let's jump to that. Like, who's been like your favorite, I guess, famous athlete you've met? Kind of with your work, man.
I mean, I've met a lot, but my two favorite are probably Kenny Moore from the Colts, and then my homie Khaled. He plays with the Bears now, but I met him back at Notre Dame. But
Oh yeah.
they're just like very cool people, down to earth. Like if you were away from football, you wouldn't even know that they're like a famous athlete or nothing. Like they're just super chill and like everyday people.
That's nuts. Yeah, that was gonna be my next kind of question. Is like, are these like I'm like total fangirl right now? Like, oh my god, like these real people, man. But like that's super cool, and it's good to tell it because that just shows their character too, especially on the football field. Like if you watch these guys, obviously I'm a Colts fan, so Kenny Moore, I'm watching him do his thing, and it's just like, dang, like I bet he's a cool ass person, and like
Yeah,
hey,
it's
you heard it
very
first.
cool.
Yeah, that's
It's
awesome,
like
man.
it's weird like when you first meet him because like you kind of do have that like, oh shit, like how are they going to view me, or like I don't want to act too like, but in the
Yeah,
end of the
yeah,
day,
yeah.
like you just got to be you, and like if they mess with you, they mess with you. If they don't, they don't. So
Right, yeah. If they catch your vibes, then sweet. But if not, you got to move on.
exactly.
You're not gonna change you for you. Tanner, you back, buddy? You with us?
Nope, he focused on driving.
That's good. Smart man. Smart man. I like it. Oh, he lost him. He gone. Oh
He
boy.
gone.
Yeah, he gone.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. old Tanny boy. We'll check on him here in a minute. I'm sure he'll pop back in eventually. So Cody, what I guess as of now, what would be like your biggest accomplishment right now that you've personally done?
I would probably say the OBJ piece. Like I still can't believe that like that's hanging in his house. Like that's crazy. Like
Yeah.
I grew up like idolizing this dude, and like when I got that like message, I was like, whoa, like that's crazy.
So he hit you up, huh?
No, so like I messaged his like so I basically just go through Instagram and just send out a shit ton of DMs, and like if people
Yeah.
reply, they reply.
Shoot your
And
shot, bro.
I hit him up. He didn't reply, and then like I hit his I don't know if it's girlfriend or what it is to him, but I hit her up, and like 2 hours later she replied. She's like, hell yeah, let's do it. His birthday's coming up, so
Oh,
I got
lit,
to do that
bro.
for
That's
a
so
birthday
tight.
present.
That
So
is
sick.
so tight. Yeah, and I think I kind of was creeping on your profile a little bit because you got to get some info. But it seems like he did like an
For sure.
ESPN interview, right? And that's kind of where like you're like, oh shit, like my piece is on ESPN right now. Like what?
Yeah, it's
I mean,
crazy.
yeah, OBJ is like the
That's
shit, but like
definitely like that's definitely like one of my goals though, is to like get one of my pieces like put on ESPN or something. I feel like that'd be
that'd be
sick.
sick. Kind of like a little highlight segment, like, hey, check this out, like
Yeah, something because they highlight artists all the time. So I'm like,
yeah,
it's gotta come at one point.
yeah, it'll come. You'll come, man. I truly believe it. Like you just keep grinding the way you've been grinding, shit's gonna start coming in your lap, even more than it already has.
Exactly.
So kind of bringing it back to the roots of art, I guess. I mean, you kind of touched on it a little bit, but like, what has inspired you to get into it, even to take that class, and also kind of how do you get continued to be inspired? Like, how's it keep coming?
Yeah,
Right.
dude.
So
Because
like,
I'll be honest, Cody. Like, I thought you were doing this for fucking like I thought you've been doing this forever, bro. And then you're
nah,
like, oh, dude, I picked this up senior year of college, and dude, you were blessed with this talent, dude. Like, absolutely blessed, and what you're doing is freaking awesome, man. So
thank you,
kudos to you, dude.
Welcome back, Tanner.
appreciate it.
We missed you, bro.
Hey, yeah.
Came
I'm
out of
back, by
nowhere. I
the
was like,
way.
oh shit, who's
Surprise,
this?
surprise.
Yeah. Oh my god,
No, but
that's
like,
funny.
so senior year of high school, I was in this digital like Photoshop type class, and like I that kind of like I guess sparked an interest in like art for me. And then like, so I took that for a year and then basically like totally stepped away from art because I wanted to be a sports agent. So like I took all those classes and then ended up being terrible at all of them. So they they sent me to my not professor, who's the advisor or whatever. What's that
like
person called?
yeah.
Yeah,
I think you're right. Somebody, an advisor of some sort, right? Hey, we
yeah.
all
So
did very well in college. All right, just don't ask questions. Move on, keep moving.
nah,
We made
but
it. We made the grades to play. That's about it.
for sure. So I went to his office and he was like, "So what do you want to do? Like what other hobbies do you have?" And I was like, I mean, I guess Photoshop, like, but I didn't like really think there could be a career with that. So like I ended up taking art classes, took a drawing class, and just a whole bunch of art classes. I didn't really mess with any of them. And then, like I said, I took that painting class and it kind of just like sparked something with me. And then, like the last two projects, well, the funny story is like when I first took it, I hated it at first because like we were just doing still life. Like it was super boring to me. We were working with
Right.
oils and I didn't really know how to work with oils.
Yeah.
So
You're
like
just
the
like,
last two, yeah, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. But the last two projects, he was like, you guys can do whatever you want. Like, create your own piece. It could be whatever. I was like, all right, bet. So I started like looking at Pinterest and started like gathering ideas and stuff like that. I started following artists on Instagram. And then like I just created like Mario and like one of my favorite Jordans, like basically driving around like a Mario Kart, but
that's good.
shoe was the vehicle. So I was like,
That's
okay,
lit.
this is kind of cool. And then like I just kind of never stopped from there, and it's just like I don't know. It's just like every piece
That's
like sparks something new in me, and like I had just have like tons of things I want to do within this
absolutely,
field.
man.
So
That's so sweet. So like the pieces behind you, like so what kind of where's that come from? You know, I guess I mean as an artist you don't know, I guess. It just kind of, there it is,
it
snapping
kind of it
finger
just kind of
like
flows. So like some of my work, like I just gather like ideas from like other artists, like and that kind of like sparks something within me, and then like I just kind of create it myself, like make it to my
right.
into my own
Yeah.
style. But like yeah, I never
It's like
really
reading a
know like
book,
when I'm
man.
looking at a piece. Yeah, basically,
Yeah,
I
like
really never know what like the end thing's gonna be. Like every paint stroke can like make the piece look totally different. So
yeah. That's awesome, man. Yeah, because your art is definitely different than obviously a lot of art that I've seen, especially with the sports stuff. Like a lot of stuff is pretty like I don't say bland, but like you got the athlete or whatever they're showcasing, and it's just like all right, that's cool. Like that one on the bottom there, like look, I mean that's nuts. Like all kinds of stuff going
yeah,
on within
that's a
that picture.
print there,
That's so
right?
tight.
Like that's a funny story too because like when I was taking those art classes, we were taking a whole bunch of like art history classes, and I'm like, man, these works kind of boring. Like some of them were selling for like millions of dollars, and I was like, dang, that's crazy as hell. And then like once I got into it, I was like, I want to make something like that, like is me. Like I love athletes and I love like bright colors, so like I
Bam,
just try to combine all those
bam.
things together.
Throw that shit at a canvas and let's ride.
Yes, sir.
Man, hey, so you mentioned like you see what some other artists are doing out there, and you kind of like pick and pull some inspiration from them. Who are some of those artists that like you look at and you draw your interest from, and maybe feed off of in terms of your own creativity?
So the biggest one, which I don't know if you guys know him at all, but his name is Cause, like big time artist. That would be number one. Number
Educate me,
two would
big
be
dog. Educate me. Let's go.
I'm trying to think. Okay, so did you guys see the Brooklyn Nets jerseys? Like the
Okay.
Yep.
ones like those are designed by him. Like, have you ever seen like the like statue with like X? They got like X's on their eyes. You guys ever seen
Okay.
those?
No, but I think I've seen the Brooklyn Nets jerseys.
Okay, well that was designed by him, and
That's dope.
then Daniel Arsham would be number two. Like he does paintings, album covers, sculptures, designed the Cleveland Cavaliers jerseys. Like dude's just doing like all of it.
Yeah,
And like,
lots of
but
pop
those are like
culture
my
in that guy.
for sure. Oh, you know who it is?
No, but I mean, just your description, dude. Like I could tell, like he's like right in pop culture.
For sure. But that's like those are like the two guys like I admire to be like
Okay.
Oh yeah.
not just painting, like helping teams design jerseys, rappers design album covers, like just
Dude, and
whatever. Like I don't want
I
to
hit
just do painting, but like that's going to be like my entryway, my stepping stone into that type of stuff.
Right.
Okay.
And with you being so young, man, like the future is just absolute right in front of you. Like whatever you want to do, just go and get it at this point.
That's why I'm
And,
like, I always try to think like, man, okay, I came this far in 5 years. Like, where can I be in like 15 to 20 years? Like,
right. We might be
that's what I
low
try
key
to-
talking to the Cody Shelton, aka the jersey designer / marketing developer of the Indianapolis Colts, man. Like, you know, things like that.
soon.
Like
Soon.
that could happen. Like it's not out of reach. So keep grinding, man. Just keep doing your thing. It's so sweet. So tight. Like I wish I had that. I have no art to like, dude, I'm drawing stick figures. Like and the head's disproportionate from the this doesn't look good, man.
Hey,
Like
it all starts out that way.
yeah, okay. Keep pumping me up. That's all right. Oh man. So like with our podcast, we try to talk about like men's mental health and going into things like that. So how has I guess art helped your mental health, or maybe I guess I don't know, yeah, boosted your mental health and kind of getting you into the right mindset and like a good healthy mindset?
Well, I guess with like everything, like no matter what you do, you're gonna have good days and bad days. So like there's days where like I think I'm a terrible artist, and then there's days where I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm actually pretty good at this. So
Yeah,
like,
when you're sitting courtside with Kenny Moore. That's a story for later.
that was sick.
Jeez, Pete, man, what the hell? Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, okay, yeah, flex a little bit.
But
That's
like
cool, man.
once I found this, like I feel like it kind of just changed me in a way. Like I never once read a book by myself, like just because I wanted to read a book. Like started getting tons of books on like business, like how to get your mindset right, just like everything. Like everything I do now is just like trying to become the best version of myself. So like I guess it did really like change my mental health in a way, for sure.
Absolutely, I love to hear it, man.
I mean,
Love to hear it. Tanner, you got some? I gotta say, here comes Tanner.
try to feed that passion, right? You got to feed that passion. So like now that
Exactly.
you have this goal, you know your soul feeds on your art, right? So like you got to invest in your soul, and that sounds like that's what you're doing right now. Like getting in those
100%.
books, reading that stuff, you know, feeding that fire, and
Got to.
man, it's incredible what happens when you start doing something that you love, and how it transforms your life, man. So pretty cool.
100%.
Hell yeah, man. So with that, as we talked about like the highs and mental health, and let's talk a little about like a hard spot that you've gone through. How did you push through it, and how's that shaped you kind of to be who you are now?
So I think the hardest thing I've had to go through so far has been my most recent piece was the Pat McAfee piece. And like
Ooh,
that like
man.
challenged me on so many different levels, like dealing with like the client and then their expectations like with that big of a piece and that fast of a turnaround time. Like normally a piece takes me like one piece takes me like anywhere from 3 to 5 months to do. And I had to get that's just with one portrait. I had to get 32 portraits done in a month on a 9 foot by 11 foot canvas. Like the canvas was so damn big, bro. It didn't even fit on my 10 foot garage like wall. Like I had to like get a fucking lift and staple it onto the ceiling and everything. Like, but I
Good
was
Lord.
working like from 9 a.m. to like 3 to 5 o'clock in the morning, and then waking up doing the next day. Like it was crazy. That was definitely the hardest piece I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Man,
So how has that kind of shaped you now? Like how's that kind of getting you going where you need to go? Like I've done that. I can get through anything.
Like it kind of just makes me think like, okay, if I'm willing to like stay up this late with like this type of thing, like what is it going to be like if I have like a show by myself, or like, okay, I got 32 portraits done in a month. Like how can I make my original portraits faster, but still like that high quality? So like, I guess that's kind of like what
Yeah.
changed me in a way.
Nice. That's
yeah,
freaking
dude.
sweet.
With that high of a turnaround, were you like at any point worried that your quality was gonna, digress? Just
Well, it did
because?
in a sense. Like I had to like totally change my style. Like I couldn't do, there's no way I could have done realism with 32
Right.
portraits in a month on that big of a
Yeah.
thing. So like I did have to change my style, and that was kind of messing with me at like a point because I would like look back and like, man, it's like that whole piece just like wasn't me because like it wasn't, I couldn't do it in that fast of a turnaround time. So like I guess another learning lesson is like maybe having to say no with certain things. So like not just trying to please the client every single time. Like there's certain standards I have to meet too. So looking back, I wish I could have told them like less portraits or something. Like 10 portraits would have been a lot easier to do and would have
Yeah,
been a
for
lot
sure.
higher quality.
For
But
sure. Now that has
yeah,
to
it was
be
a tough one.
very daunting. Like opening the garage door and that thing's staring at you, and you're like, "Dang!"
Bro, like when I first started on it, I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna get this done. There's no way."
So is that
It
hanging
was
in the
crazy.
Thunderdome?
I honestly do not know. That's a long story. I'll tell you
Oh
guys
boy.
after the show.
Oh boy. Love that. Well, no, that's awesome, man. And just slowly chiseling, yourself into a new man and a new artist, and like that's just going to sharpen you even more, and it's going to be so awesome, and it's going to pay dividends down the road
Yes,
for
sir.
sure. Tanner, I know you have one really, really good question. I want you to ask that. Or I mean, you have a couple. I don't want to like say like you got nothing, but I'm just if he might have gone. You hear us, Tanner?
His signal's out.
No. Hey, Tanner, you
Hey,
there, bud?
I'm with you. I'm with you. Give me one
Okay.
second, fellas.
All right. Don't be texting and driving now. I love it.
All right.
That's awesome.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Loud and clear,
sir.
boss.
All right. So I want to jump back into mental health real quick. You kind of touched on you touched on how art has kind of transformed your mental health, but I want to hear how like growing up playing football through Pop Warner up to through high school and college. How did that transform your mental health, and what's some adversity that you went through there, and what lessons did you learn throughout that time?
Well, I never really got a chance to like step foot onto the field until like junior year at college. Like, so I was tiny, like as long as I can remember, I still am. But like, I always had to work like way harder than anybody else. So like, that kind of like set the tone for me. Like, I had to put in extra hours in the gym, put in extra hours like on the field, like just trying to make sure I'm able to even like compete with. I knew I could compete with the people, but like my size just wasn't there. So like, I guess like believing in myself really, like that I can do this type of thing. So like, I guess that's where it plays a role in for sure.
Yeah, no, I feel you there. And like, not only did you have to prove it to yourself, but you had to prove it to everybody else too that doubted you. And and that's a whole another hurdle in itself. Like you're outworking people, you're getting as strong and fast and tough as you mentally tough as you possibly can, and then you got to prove to everybody else that you're ready. So like
Right.
that whole challenge there in itself is no joke, especially once you get up to even the Division 3 level, just to you know get people to buy into what you're doing and trust what you're doing. So man, that was something I always took from it in my time playing football with you. There was like I knew you were never going to get outworked by anybody, and just your attitude towards the game and towards your teammates was incredible. So like your hard work has always shown in everything you've done, man. It's just super impressive.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah,
And
and
that's
that's the
like kind of
beauty.
like why
Oh, go ahead.
art, like my fault. That's like
No, you're good.
why
You're good.
art like helped me too. Like I didn't have to, like no one had to tell me this is right or this is wrong, or like I didn't have to like wait to be put in the game to, what I'm saying, like this is all on me. So like that's just like something I really aim to do, is just like this is on me. You know what I'm saying? Like just
It,
try to work as hard as you can to be the best you can be, and like just put it out there and see what happens. So
Absolutely.
that was kind of my mindset going into it.
Yeah, and that's like the beauty of Division III too. Like we got to meet and like hang out with such cool people that like most of them like they were like the star of their school. Like that was like you were good, but like you just weren't that good to get those scholarships and then get to that upper echelon level of D1.
Shit, not me. I ain't stepped foot on a field not one time. I had my receiver coach try to put me out there one time. My head coach was like, "Nope, not going in there, buddy."
Out there. And then that's the flip side, right? You know, like you had those guys, but then you had to compete against the people that are like probably starters 3-4 years, 2 years in high school, and like, damn, like you know, and then you got on the field, like I remember my sophomore year and your junior year, like you were kind of in the mix, like you were in rotation, like we're getting rolling, like, but you showed that dog mentality, and like Tanner was talking about, and you kept.
I had to though, bro. If I didn't, like,
you're not gonna. That was
like something that like pumped me up. Like I had to like talk my stuff to like get into the game. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah! So. Like we were talking a little bit before recording. Like you got into a few players, like even though you guys are best buds, but like you know you got to get after it and show coaches like, hey, I'm not just here going through the motions. Like I want to be out there. Like put me out there. Like
so I'm saying. Like I just thought like once I had that shot, I was like, man, I can't back down now. Like I was always ready to play. So like. When I got told I was like going to be switching positions and starting, I was like, "Shit, man, let's go,
run it,
let's go, yeah,
let's go."
Hell yeah,
that's awesome, man.
All right,
I love that.
So sticking with this football thing here for a minute. You know, I want to hear Cody Shelton's top 3 favorite Manchester football memories.
Oh, top 3. All right, okay. Here we are.
Number 1. My pick versus Rose Holman, first play of the game.
Woo!
Sick. And then I would say my interception against Hanover. I remember they were running a China concept with a corner and then a hitch. And I like played both of them. I was baiting him to throw the corner, and I sat on the hitch, and then he threw the corner. I picked it off.
Beautiful.
And then probably the Anderson game senior year because I had 2 picks that game. So.
Heck yeah. Get that bronze ball.
Yes, sir.
Big balling, man. That was our Super Bowl for sure. Love that.
How about your guys'? What's your top 3 favorite moments?
Oh, boy.
Go ahead, Tanner.
Oh, man. All right. So, funny, but I wasn't even playing. I was out with my knee, and they had me film the game. Dakota Nelson running the Cobra route to win the ball game over Hanover.
Tough.
Dude, that was a wild
cover
game.
That guy, man.
No. So that's probably that's in the top 3 for sure. Absolutely destroying people on scout team with you was fun every time we got to do it.
For sure.
Yeah, like we were talking earlier, that time we ran probably the same play 5 times in a row. You caught the ball, the deep ball down the field. I can't remember what play it was. But
you caught that deep ball. I was vertical, and Coach Higgy was getting pissed.
Straight vert 5 times in a row, and they couldn't stop it. Hilarious. Yeah, love you, Iggy.
So funny. At the end, they had like 3 people on me.
Yeah. You're just catching the ball right between all 3 dudes. Yeah, it's great. And I'd say, man, just the camaraderie overall, like just having that band of brothers throughout college was freaking awesome, man. Like you can't beat it. You know, you're all hanging out almost every day. Got something going on. Just chilling, having a good time. Like there's nothing better than hanging out with your bros.
Facts.
Yeah, absolutely. My kind of, I don't know. I guess my top 1 would be my freshman year. I still had the Rydell, the freaking concussion bucket. Shit, knocked that off. Big old concussion bucket, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't supposed to be playing, but I was out in the rotation quite a bit in the middle linebacker. And the quarterback rolled out, man, and all I can hear in my head, Coach Higgy say, pull the trigger, pull the trigger, pull the trigger. He rolls out, I go get him. It's easy enough, right? He just gets rid of the ball, and I freaking plaster him all over. And it's a bronze ball game, freshman year. Like, it was nuts. Like I remember the crowd getting wild, and like that kind of set the tone, and we started popping off scores right after that. So that was awesome. And I guess my first sack freshman year as well came on a blitz through the freaking A gap, man. Slick right past the center, pop the quarterback. I'm like, this is dope. Like this is awesome.
This is dope.
This is dope. And I don't know. It's a weird memory, man, but like I can't get it out of my head. It was my sophomore year, spring ball. Or no. Yeah, spring ball sophomore year. And we were up early, man. You know, that one guy slept in, right? I'm not gonna say names. Old boy slept in and we had to run the whole morning. And then right after that, guess what we had to do? We had to go run to the barbecue place down in town and set up some festival or something, man. I don't know why. That's not my favorite memory, but you know what I'm saying? We're jogging through the town of Manchester, bro.
Was that your sophomore year? Like
I think, because I wasn't there. It might have been
like
junior.
It was snowing.
Oh, it might have been my junior. I didn't play senior.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes, because it was super cold. Yeah, I think you're right. It was snowing, and then coach was like, all right, guys. We're like, what? The hell? Go get your shoes on. I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no. Where are we going? We went jogging through the town of Manchester, dude, the whole team. Damn. Wow.
We were right in the back of Coach Cash's truck and shit, too.
Yeah, because we need to ride back, man. We're like, I ain't freaking walk all the way back there. Hell no.
Ran the whole town. Not that it was very big, but
I mean, it felt big when we were running at 2:30 in the morning. It felt like, good Lord. Man, yeah, but those are my memories. It was a good time. And it was terrible during the time, but you look back and like, that was kind of dope. Like, everyone's we're just jogging together. Like, we had to do it. Everyone's just chilling. Like, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I miss playing, bro.
Yeah, I do too, man. Playing. Yeah, I don't know what to hit my head on anymore. Like I miss knocking heads, man. It was freedom. Yeah, working out and stuff like that just doesn't do it. You know, like you can go hit the gym, hit the iron. That's awesome, but it's not the same as competing with your buds and beating people, and it's a good time. Good time, man. So now, kind of going into football now, related. Are you more of a NFL guy, or are you kind of college?
I watch both.
All right.
Invested in both.
I like it. Yeah, I'm addicted to it, so I'm all over everywhere. Hence the reason for the podcast. I got to talk about it, get it out of my system before my wife freaking tells me to go sleep in the basement. So talking football, Heisman. We're getting close to the end of the year, bud. Do you have a Heisman top 4? Who do you think is kind of in
top
it?
4?
Or maybe even just 2 guys or 1. Hell, who's gonna win it?
I'm gonna say the winner.
Who?
That's gonna be Marvin Harrison Jr., baby.
Man.
Woo! Marvin Harrison Jr. Yes, sir.
Okay.
His dad was my favorite player of all time, bro.
Bro, I agree.
If he comes to the Colts, I'm doing a penny for him and his dad.
But oh
my Lord,
dude! If he goes to the Colts, this whole city's gonna light on fire. Just letting y'all know.
There ain't no way he's going. bro.
No.
Colts are 5-5, bro.
I was saying, unless we lose out, but even then, there ain't no way. He gone first 3.
Yeah, he's going top 3 for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. Tanner, who's winning the Heisman with you, dog?
Oh man, that's a tough one for me, dude. I'd like for sure to see. Oh shoot. Florida State's quarterback make it, just because I love him.
Really?
What's his name? Travis something.
Travis, not Hunter. Travis. Damn, hold on. I got the internet right here. Hold up. I get you. No.
I forgot what his name is.
Hang on. Keep talking. I'll get your name.
I think Florida State's nice, bro.
Yeah, dude, I love Florida State. Everybody's fucking dogging Florida State this year, man. They're not a bad football team.
I think they're cool, bro.
Quarterback's got it going on, bro.
Jordan Travis.
Jordan Travis, yes.
Okay.
Jordan Travis, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So
yeah, I'm one of the guys that are shitting on Florida State right now.
I think he's absolutely slept on, dude. And also, like, who's not Heisman? Caleb Williams. Done.
Nah, he's
I
ass.
think it's crazy that people are saying like he's the greatest college quarterback of all time, bro. I find that shocking to me. Like I don't understand how that
There's
is the
been
case.
so many greats, and you're gonna put his name in there. Like last year, yeah, he had a good season, but like even then, like I didn't think it was Heisman worthy, like at all.
Like he's definitely special, but I don't think he's the best college quarterback of all time. Like, bro, what are you talking about?
The best college quarterback of all time is not going to sit in his mama's lap crying like a little baby bitch. All right, I'm letting y'all know that now. He ain't got no dog in him.
Hey,
I don't need that.
I will
That's
say,
insane. I can't get over it.
he does remind me of Dak Prescott a little bit, though. How he plays.
He plays just like him.
Yeah.
I love it.
No, he's definitely special, though. He's special.
Yeah, and I'm not going to take away from his talent. Just the fact that, like, I think he got so hyped up and he's getting so caught up with the NIL, the monies, all this stuff is going on, you know, and he, in his mind, you know, that now everyone's kind of planted that, like, you are the best. Like, I just hope it doesn't alter his performance kind of going forward the rest of this year and stuff like that. So,
I think he'll be good. I think it's just USC's defense that messes with him.
Yeah, it don't hurt. It don't help.
They're god awful.
So my Heisman pick right now, dude, you guys are gonna laugh. I already know it's a receiver, but it ain't Marvin Harrison. It ain't him. You know who him is? Dude, Malik Neighbors, LSU. Dog.
Really? Okay.
Dog. Dude,
that's not a bad,
10 games so far.
Pick.
Listen, I'll give you both stats. I'll give you Harrison stats. I can give you Neighbors. Now, granted, it helps that Neighbors has probably is a Heisman finalist.
A quarterback.
With Jordan Davis. Yeah, they have a great quarterback throwing in the ball. So this is Malik's stats right now. He's played 10 games. He has 72 receptions for 1,284 yards, 10 tutties, 17.8 yards per catch. And 7 out of his 10 games he's played, he's been over 100-plus receiving yards. And 5 of those games, he's had 130-plus. Dude, that's nuts.
Great he's stat. Nice.
He's nice. He ain't ugly. He ain't doing wrong.
What about Florida State's receiver? Keenan Coleman, I think his name is. Or something like that. He's nasty too.
Or not 6'8", but like he's super tall.
No, he definitely. I think he's like 6'3" or something. I don't know.
Okay, they have like a 6'7" guy.
See what his height is. Do they really? The receiver?
Yeah, dude, it's nuts.
Jeez.
Yeah, so then you got Marvin Harrison, though. He's at 59 receptions, 1,063 yards, 12 tutties, 18 yards per catch, which is up. And that's pretty much it. Like, yeah, I mean, his offense isn't helping him right now. He had a lot better year last year, but if we're doing stats, like basically on stats on that.
Stroud, though.
Dude, what a dog, man. Dude, I'm so hyped, though. Like,
he's nice.
I didn't really like Ohio State quarterbacks, but this guy, he's nice.
Okay,
he's nice.
Hang on.
Nasty.
Let me get my stats in for my boy. Let me get my stats in for my boy Jordan Travis, though. Listen up, folks.
Oh my Lord!
Over 2,700 yards passing, 20 tutties, only 2 picks this whole season. They've been in.
Not shabby.
Not bad at all. 81.4 QBR. That's pretty high for a college quarterback, boys.
Is he in the race? They got him up there?
I'm saying, man,
right now.
He's not in the race, I don't think, but he's being slept on hard for this.
I can agree. So right now, the Heisman race, they got, no, I don't think this is in any order. They got Bo Nix. They got Micheal Penix Jr. He's nice, too. He's pretty damn good. Jaden Daniels, Marvin Harrison Jr., Carson Beck, Jordan Travis, and J.J. McCarthy. I think J.J. got knocked out after throwing for 60 yards last week. Like what the hell? He was 7 for 9 or something for 60 yards. Like, damn. What a selfless guy, though. You know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, he's in there. So
they played Penn State, though, didn't they? Michigan?
Yeah, they played Penn State. Penn State got a good defense, man. Everyone's hating on them. Their offense sucks, but they got good D. Keon Coleman, you were right, Cody. That's that receiver.
Yeah,
he's dogging
he's nasty.
Yeah,
man, there's so many good players right now. I'm freaking pumped. Oh yeah,
this draft should be crazy.
Yeah, it should be. I just wish Notre Dame would get some damn good players. That'd be cool. I mean,
Such a disappointing season, bro.
You ain't lying.
I thought this was the one.
Right, or something. At least getting back, back to the playoffs at least once. Shit. If it was a 12-team
Yeah.
playoff, we'd
Ohio
be right
State
there,
game.
though.
If they won the Ohio State game, it would have been a different season.
Oh, for sure. And I blamed the Ohio State game for the amount of alcohol I consumed at Tanner's house after that game. Oh, my Lord.
Yep.
I blame
I was so mad.
Dude, I didn't have words. I just kind of sat there by the fire, and I was like, well, what do we do now? Where do we go from here?
Start a podcast.
Lose more games.
Yeah, we did. We're like, we're starting a podcast. This is absolute horseshit. we got to talk about this stuff. We got to get after it. I love it. Man, Cody, this has been a good time, though.
Yes, sir.
It's good chatting up.
Appreciate
And, like, honestly, Tanner and I, like, when we put our heads together, like, hey, let's make a podcast. We're like, what's going to separate us from others, right? And we're like, we don't know. But one thing we're going to do is be able to chat and communicate with others that we haven't talked to in a long time. Like, when would be a time that we'd actually be sitting here, like, quote-unquote FaceTime in a sense, just for shits and giggles? Like, I'm sure you'd answer and be like, hey, what's up? Like, no big deal. But it gives us a chance to talk and check up on you, man. See how life is and how you doing.
Right.
So it's been a hell of a ride, hell of a fun time. Hell of a fun time.
Oh, yeah, I
Tanner,
appreciate you guys having me.
Hell yeah. You got anything else for old Cody?
Yeah. One last thing. What are Cody Shelton's future aspirations? And what are some big things, on the docket for you to work on that you're excited about? Drop us a hint. What's the biggest thing you're getting ready to, tackle?
Probably to create my own line of work. Like, basically every piece I get done is out the door and I don't really see it again. So like I eventually here in the next like year or so I want to have my own show and have like my own work and then be able to sell it that way. So that's something that's coming soon for sure.
Hell
Create
yeah.
my own style and getting in a show or something.
Dude, and you're in a great city for it. Honestly.
Love it. Love Indy.
Yeah. And yeah, dude.
Love that.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, Cody,
Dude,
go ahead, Tanner. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, like, I'm definitely gonna keep following you, dude. We're gonna keep in touch a little more often. Check in on you, see how you're doing. Just look after you as a brother, man. I feel like after college, people get disconnected quite a bit, but it's always good to reconnect and follow up with your former teammates and see how they're doing and check up on them, because you never know what's going on in people's lives and how reaching out and saying, hey, what's up, can impact them. So definitely gonna keep up with you, dude. Thanks for being on here with us, man. It's been super cool. I'll give it to you, Zach.
All right. Well, Cody, how can the listeners follow you and see and check on your work and kind of keep up with you? What platforms are you on?
Well,
how can they see you?
Yeah. Main platform is on Instagram, and it's _seashell_. That's where I post all my work.
All right, and we'll post that, and we'll continue posting that kind of everywhere as well, guys. So you can get a check out kind of like that Pat McAfee post or the work he made for him. You guys can see that, like we talked about, and a lot of others he has on there. So go check him out, give him some love, and we'll keep boosting him up and keep gassing you up, baby. Got to fill you up. Got to fill you up.
Sir.
But it's been a pleasure, guys. Obviously, do all the normal stuff, like, subscribe, comment. Obviously, it does everything. It just helps us so much to continue bringing content to you guys. Yeah, like, subscribe, follow. It's been nice, man. We'll see you guys on the flip side. See ya.
Peace.